Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you are great. Welcome to mathematics again. Today I want us to handle the problem that you see on the board. And basically the question comes from a topic called functions, and I want us to handle functions, and we'll just handle the problem. In our previous video I had talked about what a function is, and I said that a function is a set of rules that turns one number into another. That's what we mean by a function. Now, in this case, we are given f of x and we are also given g of x. And the first problem is we need to state the value of x that cannot be included in any domain. Now, we have the term domain. Domain is a set of numbers that a function can use. But sometimes there are values that are excluded from the domain. The reason being behind because they lead to impossible operation. Like for example, when you are dividing a number by 0, it's impossible to get the result. Another one is like trying to find the square root of a negative number. Like find the square root of negative 4. We know that the square root of positive 4 is plus or minus 2. But what about the square root of negative? Such kind of operation, they lead to impossible solution. Therefore, they are usually excluded from the domain. They are removed. And that's why we simply say that domain is a set of numbers that can be used by the function. And the function is a set of rules that function in that order. So, in this case, let us find the value of x. And in this case, specifically, look at g. I want us to look at g because the question wants us to find the value of x that cannot be included in the domain G. The domain G is here. So, now, because there is no root, we need to find that value. Remember I said domain is a set of numbers that can be used by a function. But at times there are values that are excluded from the domain since they lead to impossible solution. And this is like dividing a number by 0 or finding the square root of a negative number. Because we do not have a root, do a very simple thing. Take this denominator only, equate to 0, like this. Consider the denominator is 3x plus 1 equate to 0. Find the value of x. Take 1 to the other side, you have it as 3x is equal to negative 1. We divide by 3, divide by 3. Therefore, the value of x is equal to negative a third. Therefore, negative a third is the value of x that cannot be included in any domain of G. I hope you understand. Very useful. Let us confirm. Let us substitute here. G of x is equal to x is negative a third over 3 into negative a third. That's 1. We'll have it as negative a third over by 3 here 1 by 3 here 1. 1 times negative 1 plus 1. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Now it's impossible to get that result. Therefore, this is the value that will be excluded from the domain. Sometimes when you try to come up with a sketch and you have it there, maybe like this is negative a third. So you find that if you recall the asymptotic curve, the curve from the time, you end up having something like that. It does not touch. It approaches, but it will not touch. You have a curve that looks like that. That one, you see? Just like that. That's the first problem. The second one, so the value is, remember the value is negative at that, and we have done the confirmation here. Find g of f of x. Then we simplify our answer. What is the meaning of g of f of x? We have a function g of x and we also have a function of x. G of f of x means perform f first, then followed by g. So f first, then the result that you obtain from f of x, you substitute them to g of x. What is our f of x? Our f of x is 2x minus 3. And our g of x is equals to x over 3x plus 1. Therefore, g of f of x will be equals to, where there is x, anywhere we have x, we substitute here. Because it's g of x. This, we're going to substitute this with f of x. The whole f of x is 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3, because it's x. Over. Now next, 3x plus 1. But x is f of x. The value is 2x minus 3. So it's going to be 3 into 2x minus 3. This is x plus 1. One like that. Then this will translate to 2x minus 3 over 3 times 2. 6x minus 3 times 3, 9 plus 1. Then we simplify that, we have it as 2x minus 3 over 6x minus 6. Then that becomes the final answer for g of f of x. Because the result becomes the final solution for this question B. Let us look at question C. Question C wants us to find, express the inverse of g of x, g inverse, in this particular form. Again, in the previous video, I had taught us on how to find the inverse of a function. And there are 4 steps that must be followed for you to be in a position to get the inverse of a function. So step number 1 is saying that you write the function in form of y. The second step was you change any x, y, and any y to x. So you make x to be y to be x and x to be y. So this one will be x is equals to y. Where there is x, you substitute with y, and where there is y, substitute with x. Y over 3, y plus 1. Like that. Then you make y the subject of formula. Remember formula variation? Changing the subject of a formula. So we want just to make y the subject of the formula. So this one will be I will cross multiply. Then I'll have it as x into 3y plus 1 is equals to y. And you can divide it. X times 3y, 3xy plus x times 1, x is equals to y. Then bring y to the side, and and x to the other side, or you can do it vice versa. You can opt to take 3xy to the other side, so that you can remain with x is equals to y minus 3xy. Then you factor out y. You write as x is equals to y into 1 minus 3x. Then, for you to get your answer, you're going to divide by 1 minus 3x, 1 minus 3x. Then the final solution will be x is equals to not x but y is equals to 1x over 1 minus 3x. That becomes the final answer. But remember, for you to completely get the inverse, you must write in this notation, the inverse notation. The inverse notation of g of x is like this. Is equals to x over 1 minus 3x. And this becomes the final solution. That's how you solve the solution. Then you get 6 free marks. 1 mark, 2, then 3 marks. Then 3 marks. So make sure that you go through the question, and in case of any question, just drop a comment on the comment section below. And my simple advice to you students, thank you. Maths only need 2 things. We say practice makes perfect, yes. But mathematics needs speed and accuracy. The first thing, for you to have speed, you must have accuracy. It means you have to practice so that you can be very accurate. And once you get used to doing the sums and doing a lot of sums and calculations, definitely the speed will just come on its own. You won't force, don't force issues. You won't force. You just see the speed coming on its own. Then once you achieve the 2 key values of math, speed and accuracy, trust me, you'll be in a position to solve the math paper within a short duration of time. Then you go and review, you go through your work again, whatever you've done. Then you can easily assess and see if there are places that you may have made a few mistakes. Anyway, for those 3 remarks, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for following me and supporting me. Just be blessed and have a wonderful day, and have a wonderful moment, have a wonderful time. See you next time in the next video. Bye bye.